everyone, welcome to the class of life. In this session, we are going to look at various kind of emotions. Before looking at emotions, let's look into what is the emotion. Before going into a theoretical definition of emotion, firstly look at a practical example of life. In day-to-day life, you definitely have seen a situation where you have faced an energy which is a kind of fuel which derived your behavior, action, or that is both are same thing, behavior or your physiological response. You might wonder that there is something which is promoting your action, which is not able to recognize consciously in words. Unlike cognition, which you can derive in words or images, unlike physiological response, which you can derive in terms of your breathing, heaviness of your breathing, or your running of blood in happy mode, that is a physiological response. So definitely identification of emotion is a challenge, but before looking at this challenge, in today's session we will look into what are emotions. We will start our journey of emotions and this series from a pedestal view. From pedestal view, I mean we will start from a layman definition to a theoretical definition. In layman terms, to my mind, emotion means something which fuels your behavior, your physiological response, and even your mind in general. That is an emotion. On the other hand, cognition is a kind of brake which acts something which stops your behavior, which makes a review of your behavior. So firstly, we will look into a theoretical definition. In theoretical definition, emotion is a spontaneous response to event. Even it can be a spontaneous response to your cognition and your physiological state. Emotion is a spontaneous physiological response and it cannot be concluded consciously, unlike, as I said earlier, unlike cognition, thoughts. Etiologically, emotion word is derived from a French word which means to excite. Esmouvoir means excite, but it is a misnomer because not every emotion is exciting. There can be emotion which makes you please and compose and calm mind. That is also an emotion. Emotions are of different kind. There are primary emotions. There are 6 primary emotions: happy, surprise, bad, fear, angry, and disgusted. These 6 primary emotions further get amplified into different kind of subsets of emotions. I have mentioned these subsets of emotions because these subsets of emotions are primarily important for identification of our state of mind. Because now I am giving a practical view why these primary emotions and identifications of their subset. See, if there is a emotion which is a happy, and if there are 6 subsets of it, so it is necessary to identify those, because in our fight and flight situation we can't able to think on that situation. Emotions is a handy tool for that, but emotions are subjective, because at the same time you will feel angry to act upon something, okay, you will feel disgusted because of that thing, but at that same time you will feel fear, which makes your action which you ought to do as something which is not good. So the sum of these 3 emotions and the subsets of these emotions says that it is inappropriate, because these emotions makes it inappropriate. Means, suppose on a parking lot someone has parked his car in a wrong way and you felt angry, you felt disgusted, but you felt fear because you are right, but the morning on which you are facing that situation is important for your job interview. So that is not appropriate to look into issue, or that you can park your car somewhere else and you can better work on your mind, in your mind, on other aspects of life. There is nothing in the world which can challenge your peace of mind unless you allow it. That is a very important point, because what happens in emotional state of mind, when emotions are activated and higher, we get involved as it is a fear situation, and it is a survival situation, and at that time we see it as a right thing. But making a mathematical sum of that emotion, because at the time of that critical situation, when you are facing something challenging which is a psychological distressing, at that time there is nothing like cognition which helps you. Yes, cognition will help you, but cognition is not like a book on plank which you can take as per your choice. Cognition can come at any time, it cannot helpful for on that 11th hour, but emotion can be helpful, because there is a emotion. I am happy, suppose another example, I am happy because of my performance, but I am doing gaming for 9 hours because of it. So there will be definitely, there will, if I have to do something healthy in life, there will be definitely emotion which says that it is inappropriate. I am happy, I will spend 3 hours in movie, 2 hours in gaming, but 2 hours in physical workout. That after that in working, you will feel different emotions. So definitely identification of emotion is important. We will further deal into identification of emotions and connection of emotion with respect to cognition, physiological, biological responses. That will be further our outlook in our next episodes. But I would like to hear from you my examples and what I summarize here. If you have your examples to add on it, you can add in comment section. Thank you.